YouTube, East Kicks Topics and Reviews, and today we are talking about the Redeem Team review. But first, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, hit that bell. I greatly appreciate it. So, the Redeem Team documentary came out yesterday of the 2008 Beijing Olympic team, NBA. I didn't know they was doing it until I want to say last month, and I was super excited and really excited that it came out yesterday. And what I say, this documentary probably could rival with The Last Dance. That's just my opinion. I think this documentary was real good. Definitely can put, maybe not so much intense with The Last Dance, Michael Jordan, but it was good. So I'm just going to touch on quick points, try not to make this video too long. So basically, they start from the 2004, well, they say the whole history, but we don't care about that. That's nevertheless. They started to 2004, where LeBron, young LeBron, super young LeBron, I think D-Wade, young Melo, they was all young, probably like their second year. Well, after their rookie year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You got Tim Duncan, you had Allen Iverson, you had those certain type of Kenyon Martin, I think, was on there. Basically, they got their ass whipped by Argentina. So, through the whole aspect of the documentary was going off that loss, learning from it, whatever. I think, Argentina and I think Spain was their two biggest rivals that was really giving them hell. But Argentina was one that whooped their ass the most, because they had young Ginobili and Dirk Nowitzki, and they had to go through those type of players and stuff like that. Dirk was on a different team, I think, but nevertheless, so they going through that. You got Bron, Melo, Wade talking about that loss was stuck in their head for the longest, because at that time the NBA wasn't a high pick and roll game. It was just used to the middle of the key type of pick and roll, and Argentina was killing them with the high pick and roll. That's damn near at the center of the court. For those who don't know nothing about basketball, they was setting pick and rolls and they was getting killed. So a high pick and roll gives you a lot of space once you get hit with the pick. So now, if you a driver, a person closes up on you. So that means that if you got enough agility and enough burst, you blowing past them. Or if you a shooter, I'm sorry. If you're a driver, they're backing off you, so now you got all the space. So now it's like you can do so much. You can kick out or you can shoot the jumper. If you a shooter, they're sticking up on you, then you can blow past them. Sorry for confusing, but that's basically how they was killing them. They was driving, they was hitting them. That high pick and roll was killing them. So that's how they beat them in 2004. So they going all the way up, trying to figure out they have to win this shit for the United States. Everybody was calling them soft, they trash. It's past their prime since the Dream Team, obviously, with Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, John Stockton, Chris Mellon, Christian Laettner, Scottie Pippen. Those type of players, they ain't been dominant since then. So they was just trying to figure out, what they need to do to put USA back on, because they was disrespecting them. So I want to say, I think it was like another thing, like exhibition game or whatever, and they lost to Spain, I believe, or Argentina, or both, whatever. But nevertheless, that's basically reminiscent of all that. Fast forward, 2008, and me personally, I think it's the best part of the documentary. When Coach K called in Kobe because they needed an older vet. Now, remind you, this is 2008. So, Bron, Melo, Wade, Bosh, the 2003 draft class, they've been in the league for about, let's see, this about 6 years for them. Kobe, this was a turning point for Kobe, and it was so sad and beautiful at the same time to see Kobe in this documentary, and the fact that they shot this and got an interview on this from him in 2015. So I believe that was probably the last, his I don't know if it was the start of 2015 or the end of the 2015, where it was leading to his last season. I just thought it was dope that they actually got footage of talking to Kobe Bryant in 2015 about this documentary. Kobe had a turning point. 2007 was probably the year, 2008 was the year Kobe was at a crossroads. He had just lost to Boston, and he was getting at that thing of, can he win without Shaq and all this other stuff. He went through, the year prior, I think 2007, before they got Paul Gasol, he asked for a trade. So everybody was saying he's not a team player. You can't do this. He got all this hate scrutiny and shit. So Kobe, this is a turning point for Kobe to get along with other players. So Kobe come there and he set the motherfucking bar straight up. Like, I'm getting straight to the points. Basically, training, this and that. Now, remind you on here, Bron and Kobe was going back and forth of who was the best player in the league. Like, Bron was damn near there because he had just lost to the Celtics. And the next year, Bron went on a tear up until his meltdown in 2010 and then 2011 finals. But they was going back and forth. So Kobe and LeBron were the leaders of this team. So Kobe set the standard. So I guess these dudes went out to party, went to the club and shit. These motherfuckers come back. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. They come back. Everybody about to go to their hotel room, about to go to sleep. They said, man, they see Kobe. This dude, Kobe, got weight gloves on, drenched in sweat. They're like, man, where the fuck you going? Where the fuck you going? He's like, oh, I'm about to go to the gym. They're like, what the fuck? So Melo, Brian away like, hell no. Like, this dude was all here working out, going hard while we at the club kicking it. He set the standard. Kid you not, what Kobe did, he set and tried to see who wanted it, because Kobe wanted it because he has so much to prove, and this is definitely going to help him. Ever since he did that, Bron, Wade, Melo, Chris Paul, everybody started following. Boom, he set the standard. So you go through there, they battling whoever they need to do, they beating teams, whatever. Then they ran into goddamn Argentina. And that game, they were going back and forth because they could not put this fucking team. No, Argentina, I think they whooped their ass. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Argentina had Ginobili, and Ginobili was getting hyped up. It's reminiscent of how Tony Kukoc got hyped up back with the Dream Team, and Jordan and Pippen took that shit personally. In this case, Ginobili, the news writers, newspapers, all this shit was saying that Ginobili was the second best shooting guard in the league, blah, blah, blah. Kobe took it offensive because it's like shooting guard, whatever. But Dwayne Wade took it the most personal because Dwayne Wade had just came off an injury in 2007 and people was writing him off. He had to work his way into the USA team. So he was pissed when they said Ginobili was the second best in the league. And he like, I'll give you Kobe, but Ginobili? Hell no. And there's no way. Dwayne Wade is my second favorite player of all time. Wade was the second best shooting guard behind Kobe. Flat out. It was Bron, Wade, and Kobe during that 2007 to 2010-ish era. Like, that was them three. That was the top. Flat out. Melo was close. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it was them three. Wade took that shit personal. And when I tell you, when they got there, they got to Argentina, Kobe said, man, I don't give a fuck. I got Ginobili. Lock that motherfucker down. Bad part is, dude got injured, and they took care of them dudes. Now, going through everybody, whatever, they get to the championship game against Spain. This is the gold medal game. This is with everything that they worked for to get there. Dude, Navarro, Paul Gasol, I don't know if Marc Gasol was there. Rudy Fernandez was killing this fucking USA team. And I kid you not, if it wasn't for fucking Kobe, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, because Kobe and Bron got in foul trouble. Overseas, you only get 5 fouls and you fouled out compared to the NBA where you get 6. Bron and Kobe picked up 2 fouls early. So Chris Paul and Darren Williams and Chris Bosh had to lead the way to keep them afloat. But they could not put this team away because Rudy Fernandez and Navarro and Paul Gasol was fucking killing them. Navarro was hitting fucking floaters. Paul Gasol was killing them in the paint. And then fucking Rudy Fernandez, he was just doing everything. But when I say, if it wasn't for Kobe being on this fucking team, they would have lost because Kobe took the fuck over. Only how Mamba does it. Rest in peace to the Mamba. I only didn't like Kobe when he went against LeBron. Other than that, I always had respect for Kobe. And they needed his presence on this team because they would have lost without Kobe. Kobe hit the shot, silenced the crowd. Kobe just did key components to help them win this game. And Kobe set the standard. He didn't give a fuck about Paul Gasol, as you'll see through a part in there. He didn't give a fuck about Paul Gasol being his teammate, his brother. Motherfucker, you on the opposite end. You my motherfucking enemy when we playing. I don't give a fuck. Kobe, it was just so beautiful to see Kobe and how he acted around them because they opened Kobe up and Kobe opened up to them because Kobe was a loner. You know what I'm saying? Because all the shit he went through or just how his mentality was. And it was good and it was sad because it's just, we might not ever see another Mamba ever again. This documentary was so fucking perfect to me, man. It's up there with Last Dance. I don't give a fuck. That's my opinion. Say whatever the hell you want to. That's just my opinion. I love the documentary. I'm so glad it was just a whole documentary because when I read online, I thought it was like parts. And I was going to say on Netflix, that shit corny. But it was a whole documentary. It's about an hour or something. Perfect. Exactly what The Last Dance should have did instead of episodes. But they had to get us through the tragic times of the pandemic. Recommend to watch it. I loved it. I just had to hit key components of it. Kobe made this documentary, which we all know, but just to see young Bron, Melo, Wade, Chris Paul, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard, those type of players that was on that team, and how important it was to win this, but they had to beat Argentina and Spain because those dudes always gave them trouble. So give it a chance when you can. I actually loved it. But I'll see you on the next video.